Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another Facebook Live in this week where we're focusing in on the narcissistic mother and some of her key traits. Now, today, I referred to a comment by a client that, when they said, with my mother, it was so exhausting. It was all about keeping up appearances. And if you've had a narcissistic mother, you will know exactly what this client was referring to. I put a picture on Facebook from the English TV show called Keeping Up Appearances. And it's such a brilliant show if you do get the chance to watch it. Uh, it gives great insight into narcissistic mothers who want to keep up appearances in public at all costs. So, for the narcissistic mother, appearance is everything. It is the most important thing. How you appear in public and how you appear in the eyes of others is all that matters, nothing else. And as a child, you will have been shamed for anything that you may have done that caused her false public image as the ideal, doting, sweet, kind, loving mother to be questioned by others. You may recall times when you were out in public with your mother, getting a sort of a firm tap on the shoulder to keep you in line. Or you may recall times where you got the death stare, that kind of, what the heck are you doing sort of look. Uh, if she believed you were doing something that was not socially acceptable or, made her look like she wasn't in control of you or could show her up in any way. These mothers are all about meeting societal expectations or what they deem to be societal expectations. They need to show off to the world they're perfect children because, really what they're doing here is just basking in the glory of having perfect children because it means that they are the perfect mother. So when you are complying by being perfect children in public, she'll be doting on you because you are meeting her needs. You're enabling her need for narcissistic supply. These mothers simply love the title mother, but that's all it is. They like the title. They like the social status and the respect that it naturally implies. They love Mother's Day too. It's right up their street. However, behind closed doors, that's all she wants. She couldn't give a rat's about the real nitty-gritty sort of actual maternal work that's required in being a mother. And when I say that, I mean meeting her children's emotional and psychological needs and her requirement to give the child skills, to teach them, to help them to grow and differentiate and to become all the person they can be without selfish reasons. You see, her aim for all the care she gives you, now this is a big one, her aim for all the care she gives you is to keep up the appearance of the perfect mother. She'll be thinking to herself, what should I dress my children in? What do others do? What do they think is acceptable? What should I give them to eat? What should they be doing? That others will see as right. What level reading should they be up to? Gosh, we must get them up to that level. Or she'll just take no interest in that at all, and neglect to help you, but shame you for not keeping up. These mothers are absolutely terrified of embarrassment. And I say that with a wry smile because it is quite comical. And if you see that show, Keeping Up Appearances, I'm sure you'll find it funny in parts. If you do embarrass them as their child, you'll be made to feel as if you are not normal, that there's something wrong with you and you're such a shame to her. And, as a child, you'll undoubtedly feel incredibly guilty. Children want to please their mothers, and most of all, they want to make them proud. And so they begin to believe, oh gosh, I think there is something wrong with me. I just can't be normal. I can't be like other children who are they just do things and they're perfect. But you see, to make a narcissistic mother proud is near on impossible. To keep her happy is impossible, actually. You may have been wearing polished shoes, you may have, had a packed lunchbox with all the right foods in it. You may have looked neat and tidy and, really cared for, like someone's really taken time to care for your needs. But the truth of the matter is, behind this outward appearance of care, you were deeply, deeply neglected of love and care. It was fake love and care. And this is the thing when you have a narcissistic parent. It's fake love. And it's fake care. And this is what sets people up then for fake love in future relationships. These mothers do not care for their children's emotional needs, as I said, not unless they can use their emotions, the emotions of their children, to manipulate them and keep them under their control. I mean, if they can use the child's emotions to make them dependent on the mother, which this is all about, then she will show some kind of interest in emotions because it's meeting her need for supply. So if her child's upset, it can sort of make her feel a bit better. It can boost her esteem a bit. Above all, the narcissistic mother values how things look. That is the most important rather than reality. They put on a show that says, here is a great caring mother. Look how well her children are dressed and cared for. But it only hides the deep neglect and abuse, because that's what it is at home. She will focus very much on appearance too. So you may find then as an adult that you're also prone to, valuing yourself on appearance. You may find yourself always sort of wanting to check in with others or see what others are doing to know how you should be in public. You may find yourself really afraid to trust yourself, to be able to fit in as an adult. There may be a lack of self-esteem. There always is, actually. You may find it hard to express your feelings because these were never really wanted or valued or heard by your narcissistic mother. Only happy ones or only hers. So you might be a good listener. You may be feeling abandoned inside, despite being surrounded by loved ones. You may still feel unseen and unheard and unknown, and only valued by your partner for how you look or who your friends are. And you may find yourself sort of trying to fit in with the cool kids because that's almost what your narcissistic mother taught you. that the only thing that counts is who you're with and how you look. So what do we do? If you relate to any of this, as I say almost every video, well, we've got to be the change here. We've got to break this pattern, because what happens is we take over the role of our narcissistic mother inside and start treating ourselves the same way. So we disconnect from our feelings. So we need to really now start valuing our own experience and what we're feeling. And that's really, I mean, that's easy to say in words, but we often need some real help doing that. And that's where therapy can be so helpful. You might ask yourself questions like, okay, what would a kind and loving parent say to me in this situation? Because we're so used to the critical, shaming one. You might allow yourself to be human for a change and not perfect. So let go of being perfect and just give yourself some space to breathe and be as you are. And then to be very, very aware of that inner critic that will be running rife within you, trying to keep you in line, even though you may not even be in contact still with your narcissistic mother. Her voice reigns supreme unless we take charge. And that's the work that I do with clients on both the conscious and the subconscious levels. We take charge and we dethrone her and we set you free from that abusive, fake love. Thanks, everybody. I shall see you tomorrow for another video on the narcissistic mother. Next week, I'm going to do the narcissistic father. So if that's your experience, I'll see you then. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. You don't have to like, but probably if you did. Yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye now.